shoulder pass.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. By the act and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her I might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back. Run it back, run it, run it, run it back. Run it back, run it, run it, run it back. Run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the trunk with his fire tag. Punch the gas, run into the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it back, run it back.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And, see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practice.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Duggan. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. To throw is Duggan. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Flowers going to go in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it, and they blow that up behind the line. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Johnson goes in motion left.
Here's Duggan to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
Duggan will look to throw this.
Flushed out right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Steelers at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shoppers, partner, or you want those guys get your list done, because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he'll be out right at the 35.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Jackson's going to try the sneak,
and he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And running with power here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3.
Ravens 10, Steelers 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
They're on the 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Duggan now to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The man in motion left here, Johnson.
Duggan looking to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing, Duggan. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
112 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18 from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Jackson going to run the draw.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
On 1st and 10, Dugan.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Dugan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers
As the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
What you get paid for? Follow your man. To the house.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
14 at the 17-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Dugan.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's another Steelers first down.
Harris running straight ahead.
He'll take it inside the 25.
And now they're in the hurry up.
At the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 24,
Duggan. He's got this to Pickens.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
They hand this off to Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Harris.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Steelers 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Jackson.
Open man downfield is Duvernay.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
No gain on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second down, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. 38 yards. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Steelers 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Dugan. They'll roll him out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for
Johnson, the man in motion right.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Dugan. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Throwing again. Dugan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
154 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He'll buy some time right.
Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! Mark Andrews with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Steelers 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Austin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2nd and 10.
They'll try the right side with Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Duggan.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Alex Highsmith,
he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw is Duggan.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now look out to the 20.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down, Dugan. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Duggan.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Kevin Duvernay on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And that's caught inside the 35. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. To throw again is Jackson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. But why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Here's Duggan to throw.
Rolling to his right.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On the give, this is Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
52. Steelers 38. Will Lutz set
After
to
the
kick off.
touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
But looking deep here for Flowers.
And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into